Hello YouTube. Bane666 here. I came across this disturbing story today.
An Indiana woman is sitting in jail tonight, accused of cutting her daughter's boyfriend's penis. Benita Lynn Vela told police that she thought the 18-year-old molested her 2-year-old son. Police say she held him in a trailer in Franklin for more than 3 hours and then slashed his penis with a box cutter. The teen says he never assaulted the boy. He told police Vela told him that he would be tied to a tree, shot in the head, and left to be eaten by animals. Police say that she had been smoking marijuana.
The woman is free tonight after spending part of the weekend in jail for an unusual and painful crime. She's accused of slicing the penis of an 18-year-old man with a box cutter. RTV6 reporter Chris Prophet is live at the Johnson County Sheriff's Department with more on this scary attack. Chris.
The assault stems from 35-year-old Bonita Vela's allegations that her daughter's 18-year-old boyfriend had molested Vela's young son. That's a charge that he denies to police, who tonight are trying to sort out the details of this bloody attack. This is 35-year-old Bonita Vela, and the crime she's accused of sends primal fear into all males.
An individual cut a young man's penis in a battery/criminal confinement case that we're working.
Vela was arrested early Saturday for the attack on her daughter's boyfriend, 18-year-old Christopher Dale, at this mobile home. Vela tells police she was using marijuana and perhaps other drugs with 2 other adult friends and became angered by her suspicions that Dale had inappropriately touched her young son. Dale tells investigators that Vela lured him into the trailer behind the one where she lives, that the group held him for 3 hours. Despite denying the allegations, Vela took a box cutter and slashed the teen. He was taken to a hospital for treatment. We went to Vela's Franklin, Indiana home, but no one answered the door. We also went to the home of her neighbor, suspected of helping carry out the attack. Again, no one answered.
We do have a statement from her where she admits, yes, I did have a box cutter. Yes, I did intend to cut his penis, but I think she's alleging that when she went to do it, that he knocked it out of her hands or something and that it sliced his penis.
While the victim is recovering from his wound, police are sorting out several alleged crimes, including possible child abuse, confinement, and an unnerving attack with a box cutter on an 18-year-old man. The victim also tells police that Vela threatened to have him killed and that, quote, the only way that he was going to leave that mobile home alive is if he allowed her to cut him. Reporting live in Franklin, Chris Prophet, RTV6.
This is not a unique case. There have been similar cases in recent years.
New tonight, a bizarre sex attack sends a man to the hospital and lands a woman in jail.
Yeah, this one is really wild. The two were in a hotel room on a date when the woman started biting and battering the man. The thing got really violent. Sean Chabot is live outside the Crestwood Suites in East Orange County. So, Sean, it was such a violent attack. I guess people around the hotel could actually hear what was going on.
Yeah, Gard. In fact, several people called 911 because they heard screaming and growling coming from a room right up there on the 2nd floor. We should warn you, what deputies found is graphic.
What started as a date at this Applebee's ended in screams of agony at this Orange County hotel. Deputies say Priscilla Vaughn nearly killed a man in a barbaric, drug-induced sexual fit. When they arrested her, Vaughn was naked and growling and snarled at deputies with blood on around her mouth. Deputies say she and her date met on Backpage.com, where she was listed as an escort. But her victim had no idea what deputies say she was planning. According to the report, Vaughn bit her date all over his body, aiming for one sensitive spot. Deputies found him going in and out of consciousness, naked, covered in blood, and laying on the floor of the 2nd floor trash room. Behind the door to room 224, investigators found a blood-covered hotel room and other evidence that led them to believe she planned to cause severe damage to a man. Once deputies went up to her in her apartment, her bags were packed, ready to leave. Now she's still in jail, facing serious charges.
And guests that I talked to tonight say that cleaners have been in that room, and at one point the door was all boarded up. Now, you might be wondering why he didn't just fight her off and escape. Well, apparently He tried to. He says that she was just too powerful. Also, apparently, she took his cell phone, broke it, so he couldn't call 911. Guard.
Wow, Sean, this is just a bizarre story. How's that man doing tonight?
Well, I just talked to his family tonight, and they say that the 30-year-old taxi driver is doing a lot better tonight. Again, he is still in the hospital recovering from his injuries, and they plan to visit him tonight. Guard.
Wow. Tonight he'll never forget. All right, thank you, Sean.
Orange County woman appeared in court for sentencing this morning. Catherine Q was convicted of drugging her estranged husband and cutting off his penis. Eyewitness News reporter Christina Salvo joins us live from the Santa Ana courthouse with details. Christina.
Well, Leslie, the judge sentenced the defendant, Catherine Q, to life in prison today. He said in his some 20 years on the bench trying various different murder cases, this was as cold and calculated as a murder. Now, the defendant walked into the courtroom today in handcuffs and never looked at her ex-husband as he read his victim impact statement. Q was convicted in April of drugging, at the time her estranged husband, tying him up and then cutting off his penis and putting it in the garbage disposal. The couple was married for a year and a half before the crime was committed. Q was born in Vietnam and claims she suffered mental health problems as well as from abuse growing up in a war-torn country and from her ex-husband, abuse that the victim denies. In his victim impact statement, he told the judge that Q stole his identity and crushed his optimism forever living a happy life in the future. And though he didn't want to reveal his identity on camera, he did speak to us about what it was like addressing the court and his ex-wife.
It was traumatic. There was a lot of anxiety in me at that point. I'm hoping that this will be the last time I ever have to see her. But I felt some relief, and also it was a very sad day for everyone involved.
Now, the defense told the judge that Q was remorseful for what she had done and asked the judge for probation that the judge denied. Live in Santa Ana, Christina Salvo, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
No doubt it's around this point in my video that a feminist will be writing a comment below that goes something like this.
Who cares if a couple of males get their penises cut off? Men are out raping women all the time. They probably deserved it in any case.
If you think I am exaggerating or trying to create a straw feminist with that statement, then I suggest you spend some time on Tumblr. But let me be clear. The point of this video is not to play a few rounds of Oppression Olympics, and argue over who has more crime committed against them. That's a topic for another video. I just want to make 3 simple points. 1. Women are capable of committing terrible acts, just like men. Which leads to the next point. 2. We often excuse those acts when they do, by saying things like, he probably deserved it anyway, or, he must have been abusing her. Why else would she do it? And the third point is 3. The male victim's pain becomes a laughing point.
Warning, warning. Big warning. Men out there? What did we put in the water for that? I don't know. Men out there, brace yourselves, because we're about to go there, because this woman... We're about to go there because this woman allegedly did. According to the Orange County DA's office, Catherine Q. Becker is accused of cutting off her husband's penis with a knife, taking his penis and throwing it into the garbage disposal. She's been charged with felony torture and aggravated mayhem. Police say Becker attacked him because he filed for divorce. She's being held. She goes, that'll teach him. She is being held in a California jail while her husband remains in the hospital.
I bet you that those prison guards are wearing one of those, what are those things that footballers wear? Those metal cups.
Oh, yeah, that the athletes wear?
Yes, yes.
Jockstrap? Cups.
Yes. I mean, I don't know the circumstances. I don't know why he filed for divorce. I don't know what was going on between them. However, I do think it's quite fabulous. I mean, that thing whizzing around the disposal. It's like hysterical. But, however, I think I would have just, depending on why she cut it off. I mean, it does depend on the reasons why.
Does it?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
There are rules here, okay?
Yeah, standards. Practices.
What would be an acceptable reason?
I'll think of one. I would have just thrown it in the dog's bowl.
Why does the dog have to suffer?
Chewing on an old bone.
Well, remember the Lorena Bobbitt, the Bobbitt case where
Love her.
she kind of did that
Love
first?
her. I like candles by her picture.
Yeah. You love Bobbitt? Well, at least she didn't put it in the garbage disposal, so they went and they found it in a field somewhere, and they were able to reattach it. But once you put it in the garbage disposal, I guess there's no reattaching that bad.
And also, it's like, was she like, oh, I cut it up, but that's not enough. I'm going to throw it in the garbage disposal.
And then turn it
she
on.
She wasn't satisfied by just cutting it off. You know.
I don't know that there's anything that my husband could do to make me that mad, though.
Oh, I can think of some.
Really? All right, like what?
No, it's actually not funny. I just said that to be funny. But there are things that I don't want to say because we're laughing about it and it's fun, that I can think of one thing that a man can do that I would consider chopping up his stuff.
Oh my
And what is it?
Cheating.
No, it's not cheating.
No, like I think I got it.
I hear you.
What is it?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like a bad crime kind of thing. But I was also thinking, I wonder what their fights were like before this. Like,
That's a good point.
what their fights were like. If you don't take out the trash, I'm going to cut your penis off.
Right, did he see it coming? Were there signs? But
Totally.
allegedly, there's so much premeditation. There's poisoning the food or drugging him and tying him up. And then when the police got there, she was like, he deserved it. He's in there. That's what she said.
I do want the police.
She did.
Oh, that was nice.
There's something I want to point out, though, not to be like a total buzzkill, but it is a little bit like sexist. Like if somebody cut a woman's breast off, no one would be sitting laughing. Like it's not that right to sit around laughing about it if we think about it.
It's different, though.
It is different.
One's floppy and one just sticks up like that. It's easy to do that.
Some are floppy. Both can be floppy.
Apparently she made some comments about Arnold Schwarzenegger. She said that what he did to Maria was very disrespectful, and I guess she said that she would cut his wiener off.
Would you put in the garbage disposal like that lady in Orange County?
Of course. And the story came out yesterday that this woman in Orange County drugged her husband, tied him up in the bed, cut it off, and threw it in the garbage disposal and cut it on.
You're smiling.
Yeah, girls think
You're, but you are.
Even Sharon Osbourne thinks it's hilarious.
Would you feed it to your dog?
I would never give his willy to my dogs. I love them.
They go, the guy's in good condition now. I go, what good condition? He doesn't have his penis. He be in good condition? No, he's in horrible condition. He's never been in worse. How can they say that? How can...
I don't condone domestic violence.
You're smiling.
I can't stop laughing. It's not funny. It's not.
You barely got that out. And you're smiling again.
I know, but can you imagine it going around and around in the garbage disposal?
No. Rock on, baby.
Hello and welcome to The Talk. Welcome to The Talk. Last Thursday on the show, we talked about Catherine Q. Becker, the woman making headlines for allegedly cutting off her husband's penis. It was a free-flowing conversation, and we all weighed in.
Well, no, I would like to say something that I do not condone genital mutilation.
You okay, Sharon? Okay.
Look, you want me to start?
Yeah.
Okay. What I know about Sharon and the ladies at the table is that we really mean no harm when we say things. Sharon is the person who says things, we all laugh, she means no harm by it. So I know that about every one of you. There's no ill intent, but it's not easy doing a live show 5 days a week, and we wish we can say the right thing all the time, but we can't. It's hard. We can't look good all the time. We can't say the right thing. We can't be funny all the time. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have looked at you when I said that. but
Maybe
just,
you wanted my comfort because you're not funny all the time.
Yes, I did. Thank you. Thank you for picking me up, sister.
Oh, no, thank you,
you're
Leah.
welcome.
It's just, I do not condone genital mutilation, and I didn't mean any harm by laughing about it, and I'm sorry that I offended people, because that's not my intention or the intention of this show. It's not what we're about.
Exactly.
So I apologize.
Well said. Thank you. And thank you for speaking from your heart, Sharon.
All
right, moving on.
Could you imagine a group of guys sitting around a table on TV, chatting about how funny a particular rape of a woman was, and the audience cheering and laughing? If it ever happened, they would never appear on TV again, ever. After all, we are told constantly by feminists that rape jokes are never funny.
Meanwhile, in a comedy bar across town, a male comedian is telling a rape joke. How many misogynists does it take to screw in a rape joke? At least 3. 1 to rape someone, 1 to joke about it, and at least 1 to laugh along.
Yet here we have a group of women laughing over the mutilation of an innocent man. And this is an important point. This guy had committed no crime. He was not a pedophile or a rapist. He had just asked his wife for a divorce. Not only was there no empathy for him, none, but they took great joy in his pain. And then when forced to give a half-hearted apology, they snickered all the way through it. Is this the face of equality? Do we as a society care so little for men that we find their pain a source of amusement? What does that say about us? About our society? I am sure there are Freudian-type books somewhere that go into some deep subconscious desire of women to take away men's power through castration. I have no idea if this concept is true. But considering what feminism has done to masculinity, who knows?
We feel deep love, great respect, and a growing sense of worship for the gifts of the feminine. We also feel deep sorrow about the destructive actions of the unconscious masculine in the past and present.
We want to apologize and make amends for those actions today, so that we can move forward together into a new era of co-creation.
Could have gotten 100% on my Sociology of Minorities quiz, gender chapter, had I only answered true, on the sexism negatively affects men as much as women, true-false question, but misandry. So I got a 95% and I am totally okay with it. Feminazi is such a misleading term. Nazis slaughtered millions of innocent civilians. I just want to kill men. Kill all men. I hate it when I say things like, kill all men, and social justice bloggers say, what about trans men? Like, yes, kill them too. Did I fucking stutter? My misandry is inclusive and full of fire. Now just kill all men. Got paid $50 to kick a customer in the dick last night. It was awesome. I say cut off their dicks.